Alrighty, here we have Captain Telis versus Hard Rust Warrior. Slaanesh versus Beastmen. Slaanesh trying to use some of those Rampage updates they got. Now the Exalted Keeper of Secrets is a preferred lord. I don't know how I feel about her, man. I've been trying the Exalted Keeper of Secrets. The Rampage is really nice, but this character still just sucks. Like, if you exclude the Rampage, they're utterly terrible. They miss so many attacks they shouldn't miss, and they're like strangely bad duelists considering how good their stats are. Something's just not right with them. I don't know. But the AoE Rampage is amazing, so sometimes that makes up for their otherwise jank-ass model. We have some Chaos Warriors with Hell Scourges, Chosen with Hell Scourges, Exalted Demonettes, 2 Marauder Horsemen of Slaanesh, and a Marauder Hellstrider with Hell Scourges. Exalted Keepers who get Serve Shadows, and then a Cultist with their Summon. For the Beastmen, we have some Ungor Raiders who are currently getting Pit of Shades. A metric shit ton of Minos. Some with shields, some with great weapons. Actually, the ones, they're not shielded, they just have anti-infantry. And that's really it. Ungor Spearman Frontline, Morgar, and Bear Chamber Wild Beast Trader King. One Ungor Raider is already shattered from the Pit of Shades. Meanwhile, the Ungor Spearman Herd Frontline is suffering pretty badly. I'm going to rout soon. Mino's taking a lot of damage. No AoE Rampage pop just yet, but it also reduces their melee defense, so I wouldn't hate for it to be popped here. But I don't think there's much point either. There it is. Seductive Glory. They're down to 8 melee defense. But also a Traderkin Overcast hits all of these units, which is pretty good. And that's going fine. Other Minos over here about to die. They're taking some Demonettes and Hell Scourges with them, but overall not worth. We do have to see a faster rotation in from the Beastmen. Just need to take these guys out. So for the Beastmen, we've already lost some Archers, lost some Ungor Spearman Herds, and lost some Minos. For Slaanesh, it's mostly just damage. Lost half HP off the Exalted Keeper of Secrets. 2 Hell Scourges are very, very damaged. Half HP on an Exalted Demonette. We'll see if that ends up mattering. The Beastmen are way up on the bounce power. Slaanesh Cultist messing around with Morgar before Morgar runs away. And Demonettes are getting shot with some Archers, and Minos are powering up on them. A nasty Pit of Shades is going to hit 3 units, all clumped up. They start to separate out, but I don't think they'll get far enough. Some of these Spearmen are actually very far away from the flag. But the Keeper of Secrets is going to jump in here, rout all these guys off. And then she'll start healing off of them routing nearby, but she'll also drain them down with her, like, Mortis Engine if you're routing effect. So that'd be pretty bad for the Beastmen. She's going to run away from these Minos and do just fine. So just catching back up on the balance power. I don't believe we used our Demonette summon yet. It has not. We still have 2 Chosen with Hell Scourges running around very, very healthy. Morgar is going to use one of his Chaos Spawn summons. And if this Exalted Demonette ever Demonic Instability crumbles, his second Chaos Spawn summon will get used. Oh, it actually got used on the Hell Scourges, who were just around the same HP level. So both Spawn summons are out, but the Demonette summon of Chaos is also here. In they charge onto those Minos. Slashing and slapping. They do really nice DPS. Anyway. Beastmen still up on the balance of power, though they do have 2 fresh Chaos Spawn summons, boosting that up by quite a bit. Skirmish Cav and the Exalted Keeper are running around with these Minos, just leading them on a merry old chase. And the Cultist is actually beating up this Wild Caster. Pretty fierce. Chosen also try and slow him down for a bit as he runs away. Ungor Raiders are brought in by a Fascination. Now it's a tier 3 army ability, so it's a pretty expensive thing to do, but it takes half their HP and does rampage them straight into the Demonette summon. Demonette summon on its last 7 seconds of life. We'll see what it can do with its time there. Spawn should also be ending soon then. Yeah, they're running out of time. Chosen of Slaanesh at about half HP, and then Overcast Traderkin hits the Exalted Keeper's Secrets. Does not manage to hit the Chosen somehow. And the Marauder Horsemen using the last of their ammunition in onto the Minotaurs and all this stuff. Spawn, spawn, spawn. Spawn are gone. Another Pit of Shades onto some Archers. So with all the summons off the field, the Beastmen are still up on the balance of power, relying on their 2 Chosen and their Exalted Keeper to try and carry them through this. This is going to be a big route on the side of the Beastmen, which will be really nice. That means this lady can heal quite a bit. So she's healing up while routing off the Beastmen. That's a double balance of power swing in their favor. Chosen still fighting against Minos in the trees as these guys are coming for blood. I think they just really want to snipe out the Exalted Keeper and try and win the game that way. I think that's all they really care about. Chosen with the Hellscourge's 72 melee defense is a lot to overcome, and they have charge reflection. So the Minos don't even get to use their charge bonus on them. They just get bounced. I don't know what the Beastmen are going to do here. They're up on the bounce power, but it doesn't feel like it. Slaanesh have Marauder Horsemen that can still run stuff down. Minos trying to get a charge here. But it's not going to happen. They might get a downhill charge on Unbraced Chosen. That could be good damage. Yeah, ended up going against them. Other Minos close in. They do surround the Exalted Keeper of Secrets. Is there a Traitorkin follow-up? As everybody rampages from Seductive Glory. Except for the caster. He did not rampage as Morgar goes for the lady. Actually gets a good shot onto her. If there had been a Traitorkin there, that could maybe have been the death of her while she was surrounded by Minos and Morgar and stuff. Could have seen her HP dropping enough. More damage. Still waiting on that Traitorkin if it exists. It could be huge. 1400. At that value, considering the Traitorkins he's got, and he probably has an undercast in him, if not an overcast. But he's not out of Winds of Magic yet, I don't think. Minos just shepherding the Keeper of Secrets away from the Traitorkin caster, trying to keep him alive. And the Chosen continue to get rid of things. So Minos are trying to rejoin the fight. These guys are embraced, so they will get their charge bonus, but there's only 4 of them. They don't really have the numbers to get a good impact damage under those Chosen. And still the Exalted Keeper runs away. Chosen of Slaanesh getting to fight Ungor Spearmen. They should win that pretty handedly. Morgar's popped Foeseeker. Trying to catch up to these Minos, but the Chosen of Slaanesh got to them first. There's the Traitorkin we've all been waiting for. It is overcast yet again, and so far I really haven't seen this Beastman caster take any overcast damage, so he's been very, very lucky. And that's why we were waiting it on it so much, as it just deletes that Slaanesh caster. And they are dead and gone. Fascination, the tier 3 rampage for the Bray Shaman of Wilds. Trying to force him into this area where he can get killed, but Minotaurs are going to get a downhill rear charge. They get caught up on a couple Chosen models, but it's not as great as they would have wanted. Cultist tries to finish off the Bray Shaman. Just as the rampage wears off, he gets away again. The Minos continue to retreat. Marauder Horsemen running around, cleaning up anybody that routes, getting more of that Slaanesh army passive, though there are 3 Minos from the trees coming after them. And charge bonus should get them into melee. Looks like they'll fight it out. Meanwhile, the Chosen of Hellscourge is just getting run around the map. Alright, all the Minos are running. And a Cultist is dueling with Morgar. 40-55 with a bonus of 25 versus Infantry. That Cultist is probably going to slap Morgar. The Morgar has much more HP at this point, and he's regenerating. Marauder Horsemen coming in. Look like they might have tried to fight those Minos, but now the Minos are charging out. They don't want it anymore, and they run away. Cultist continues to duel with Morgar. Minotaur's charging downhill, gonna try and help out here. And they bulldoze through the Chosen, getting a little bit of damage down. Their leadership ain't looking so hot, and a rear charge from Marauder Horsemen might tip them over the edge. They're at 1 leadership for quite a while. And they go to 15, 12. They're fine for now. They're stabilizing. But more Marauder Horsemen charge down the flanks. And that will take out those Minotaurs, leaving just Morgar and Traitorkin caster. I think the balance power is full of shit. I'm going to ×2 speed as we're just watching a Cultist and Chosen grind through Morgar. Not exactly a whole lot going on there. Traitorkin onto some units is quite nice. But the caster is gone, and now Morgar loses. Hard-fought game there. Captain Telos, 2,000 on his Lord. The Chosen with Hellscourges did amazing. Exalted Demonette and Cultist also did very, very well. The Whip Cav did okay. Skirmish Cav did amazing. For Hard Russ, Warger did well. The Binos, on the whole, did fine. Trader Kingcaster did fantastically well. And then Archers struggled a little bit. Ungor Spearman got rolled. GG. Roar. Subscribe, yes, yes.